Hey guys, Tanner Smith. This is AEP 800 Introduction for Module 1. A little bit about me. I teach health, PE, and weights in Chase County. It's my third year here. It's in Cottonwood Falls, Kansas. It's actually a consolidated school district. There's about a mile between Strong City and Cottonwood Falls, and then we pick up some kids from other small towns in the county. This is my 6th year teaching overall. I was previously in Syracuse, Kansas, coincidentally with Tennille Gincola. How's it going? And at Chase County, I am the head boys basketball coach and head baseball coach. I really love coaching. It's kind of what drove me to teach. And now I have a passion for both of those. I'm married with 2 boys. Riker is 3, almost 4, and Declan just turned 1 in November. We live in Emporia, which is about 15 minutes away from Chase County. My first year at Chase County, we actually lived in Lawrence, Kansas, while my wife was finishing up her master's degree. So I would commute each day to Chase County, and now we only commute about 15 minutes one way. So I'm getting my master's in education administration so I can take a position as an administrator somewhere, probably between a 1A and 4A. Um, I grew up in a small town in Goodland, Kansas. My wife and I both like the small town feel, so we'd like to probably stick around a small town environment in that classification. Our school demographics in the 7 through 12 building in Chase County were really not that diverse. We do have almost 26.5% of our kids are economically disadvantaged, which might be a little high because of how many students we have. But then, as far as ethnicity goes, we're almost 93% all white. My reflection on technology, we live in a technological society, locally, nationally, globally. Any job that we might get these days is going to use technology in one way or another. So it's important that our students are using technology in school to learn some of the skills they will use when they get out of high school or college. Um, Students are more involved with technology these days. It's probably not hard to find a kid or 2 that will be able to teach a teacher how to use certain devices more efficiently. They're always on the internet, always looking up new devices, using new devices, new software. So kids are definitely more involved with technology these days. It's been my experience that students who participate or student participation is improved when technology is used appropriately in the classroom. When I was at Syracuse, I taught computers for 3 years. Um, we went over Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And the old school way of teaching that was to put it up on um, a projector, and the teacher would go through the lesson, and you would follow along with them. But I found in Syracuse that I had students that worked really fast, couldn't keep up, things like that. So I eventually used Screencast-O-Matic to video record myself doing the lesson, and then I would post that in our classroom Google Drive. And the students then could work as fast as they needed to or as slow as they needed to get the lessons done. So I found that to actually be a lot better for them. Technology assists with cooperative learning. I use that. We use iPads in my classroom where our district's on a one-to-one initiative with iPads. So in PE and weights and health, we'll use that technology for cooperative learning. It helps us with teacher-student parent communication, and it also helps the students with self-guided learning. Whether they have a project or not, they have devices to use at their disposal to find the answers they need on the internet. And the positive impact or not all depends on how technology is used in the classroom. Technology is a tool to be used to improve instruction and learning, not to become the focus of instruction and learning. And I think a lot of districts might have that issue when they see this new technology and how it can be used to help instruction and help the students. But sometimes their focus is too heavily on the device itself and not on how to actually use that device to improve instruction, and which will assist in student achievement. Critique of my own use of technology. I'm actually a pretty frequent user of technology in my classrooms. In PE, we use heart rate monitors that the students can strap on their wrist, and it will give them a color on how fast their heartbeat or what target heart rate zone they're in, and they can use posters in the classroom to see. It also, their heart rate monitors actually communicate with my iPad with a program I have, and it'll actually give me real-time data on each student and how fast their heart rate's going and whether or not they're hitting their target heart rate or not. We use MyFitnessPal in health class. Recently, we've been studying or looking at what kind of food we're putting into our bodies, and then we break that down in macros, and the students have some questions to answer. But MyFitnessPal has been a great addition to our health class. Um, my health curriculum is actually all online. We have an online book, online worksheets, and so forth. Um, we use in weights, we'll use exercise resources to look up new stretching ideas. We do a lot with mobility, so our students will research a lot of the stretches, and they actually created their own program their first semester, and used all their iPads to do all of this. They would create a Google spreadsheet. They created formulas in that spreadsheet, researched ideas, and then put it all together. We'll also use the iPad to video record form in weights or PE, and then we can use that to help students will help each other in correcting each other's form. And I'm actually a pretty data-oriented teacher. Especially with Excel, I use Excel almost every single day in every single class in PE and weights. We record weight maxes, height, weight. We've recently been doing dot drills every single day in weights, so I track the students' quickness with that, and we can compare that with other students and make sure that they're improving. In PE, we'll do line drills, jump rope, and we set goals, and we track all this on Excel. So we're pretty data oriented, and we use technology almost every single day. My proposed plan to use technology more would be first to attend some CAFERD conventions. There's always some great ideas at CAFERD conventions, new strategies to improve instruction using technology. And then in PE and weights especially, I could research new technology resources. There's always new games coming out that uses technology in one way or another that we could use in PE for different units. Another idea we had early in the year is to incorporate a cross-curriculum teaching with staff members using technology, and this would be a school garden with the ag class and my health class. We've discussed this idea a little bit, and we would use technology for research to study which days would be best or months would be best in the year to plant certain vegetables, and then also to get nutrition facts as well. So that's something we're actually going to look into, and hopefully it works out. Then another part of this plan would be to train our students with the current devices they have. I know that some of the students we have don't really utilize their iPads as well as they should. I think we lack a training to these students, and I really believe that if we were to train them a little bit better, they would know how to utilize them more efficiently. And then in my class in particular, I could emphasize student record keeping instead of me doing it all the time. We could probably turn this into a year-long project of their progress throughout the year in different exercises, whether it's jump roping, dot drills, line drills, or in weightlifting. And this way they're probably using technology more and becoming more familiar with it. The impact funding would have on my plan is that funding would definitely have to increase. The new resources I mentioned are expensive. Any technology I want to use in my classroom is going to be a little pricey, so funding would definitely have to increase. Like I said, technology is expensive. Whether it's new software, new devices, new resources are going to be pricey. It's my experience that PE funding has been pretty limited. It was in Syracuse and it is in Chase County. I actually had my budget cut in half this year. Um, this would help. This would make me look towards grant opportunities. I know there's grant opportunities for the school garden that we want to start. So this would be one way to get around or get some more of that funding that we would need. We also just passed a school bond last year. We started construction this year. That includes a new gym, a new weight room, and an improvement to our building. So with the new weight room, there's a possibility to improve my program, especially the weight room and the PE department. If we have some money left over for new equipment, um, I'm really looking forward to having some extra money and to be part of planning that weight room and getting some new equipment for the kids. If our school district overall had more funding, the first thing I would probably do is provide a computer lab of some kind or updated laptops, and I would also improve our internet. I would get computers because with the iPads, yes, they do have a great device that they use every single day, but there's just some things that laptops can do that iPads can't. And I think sometimes the students need to be able, and learning how to use different devices is only going to help them. So um, I think offering them another device would be a definite benefit. And then our internet at times can be a little slow, so I would definitely improve that aspect of our technology department. So um, I look forward to working with you guys this semester. Appreciate it. Thanks.